Welcome back to Hold the Pulp. On tonight's show, we have Syracuse Fire Chief Mark McLees. Mark, how you doing today?
Very good, Jeff. Thanks for having me.
Now, my first question is, what is the best part of being a firefighter? Is it the adrenaline of getting the call? Is it sliding down the pole, jumping in the fire suit? What is it?
Well, there's no question. You hit it right on it. There is a huge adrenaline rush. Responding, yeah, that's cool, going through traffic lights and siren and everything like that, but when it comes right down to it, and the firefight is dragging that hose in the front door of a burning building, and really you look at it as a foe, as an enemy, and being super aggressive. It's dangerous, but when you win, and most of the time we do, you can knock the fire down pretty quick. You feel pretty good about it. It's quite a rush.
And that's got to be a team battle, because that water pressure coming out of that hose.
Oh yeah, 200 pounds of square inch of volume and water flow, and it takes a team of at least two, and usually there's somebody else stepping over and grabbing a piece of hose and shoving it in behind you, pushing you through the hallway and down the hallway towards the fire. You can't do it with just two people. It is a team effort.
Now, it's been some pretty busy months here at Syracuse with the Occupy Syracuse movement, Wall Street. But Syracuse movement, it's going on. What did you have to do to make sure that everybody's kind of abiding by fire safety?
Well, I ended up being I guess I was the bad guy. They were there. And the mayor of the city gave them permission to occupy. It was no big deal. The mayor is right out there, understands what they're, what they were trying to make a point about. But she told them right at day one, no gas, no anything at all that's going to be a hazard. I think in America here, you have the right to kill yourself if you want, but not kill somebody next to you. And these tents are touching each other, or people are strangers and they're staying under this big tent together that's a tarp, which will burn. And so I kind of have an obligation to protect them. They're on public property, so. But I guess in the end there, I did get involved, and I was the point guy on why their movement came to an end here, because they were doing stupid stuff that they know they shouldn't have done.
When you get a call from a dorm at 4 in the morning, and someone's either burning popcorn or, they had a candle out too long, do you take those calls seriously, or do you know?
Well, we don't know. I mean, like I said before, we know if we're going to Brewster Boland or whatever, it's not just the dorms. We do it all the time in the city where people live. But popcorn, it's an accident. That's why they call them accidents. Nobody's doing it on purpose. You just can't walk away, I mean, I think most microwaves now time out after about 3 minutes anyway, so.
Well, actually, right now we're going to take a quick look at some fire safety stuff. So we're going to get your opinion on some things you find in the dormitory.
Sure, no problem.
All right, Officer McLees, so let's take a look at some of this stuff. You find these in typical dorm rooms, but they're not allowed in any of the SU campuses. I want to start here with the open candle. I want to have a nice date night with my girlfriend in my dormitory, but SU won't let me. Why can I not have this in the dorm?
Well, here's the story, Jeff. It's like anything. It's an open flame. You got curtains. You got your bed. You got curtains. You got papers on your desk. You got so many things that burn, and you're going to get distracted. That's the whole idea. You're doing something and you're not paying attention to the candle. And sometimes the candles burn fast. Sometimes even if it's in a container of glass, the glass container heats up. That candle burns down and turns all liquid wax, heats up, and next thing you know, that glass container shatters and you got liquid wax running all over the place. And if there is a flame, that's what a candle is, wax and something to burn. So, it's, I know, I get it, it is a mood enhancer. Yeah. It's a mood enhancer, but unfortunately it's a pretty dangerous one. And, while the dorm itself isn't gonna burn, like I said, there's plenty of stuff in a dorm room that will burn. Papers, bedding, curtains, and things like that. And, it's just, I could see their point. They don't want to have to call somebody's parents and say, your kid, maybe you didn't die. But if you have a fire and you're overcome, you're overcome in smoke and you have to go to the emergency room, parents don't like hearing that. Not at all do they want to hear that.
It's killing the vibe. Yeah. I think the biggest problem in dorms are these microwaves. They're not approved by the university. So why can't you have one of these, and what is the biggest issue with the microwave?
Well, that's why they push that micro fridge process. In other words, you got a refrigerator in your room, that's okay. But the micro fridge, how it works is there's only one source of that. So that if you use the microwave, it shuts the fridge off is what it does. And that way you can't have both running. You're not going to overload the circuit in the room by having both a fridge and a microwave. They'll let you have the micro fridge so that when the microwave is popping popcorn, after a certain time, you don't want your fridge to go out. It stops, the fridge goes back on and your drinks are cold. So the micro fridge combination is kind of a safety thing so that you can't overload the circuit. A plain microwave, again, same thing. You could set 15 minutes on there, and if you put popcorn in there, instead of pushing the popcorn button, but pushed 15 minutes, that bag of popcorn, oil, butter, whatever else is in there, that will burst into flame. So again, they're thinking for you. I know a lot of this stuff is an inconvenience and it's a real pain in the neck. Looks like Big Brother's giving you a hard time, but it's really for your own good. Not saying you can't have a microwave, you can't have popcorn, but there's safer ways to do it.
Now, thank you for bringing this hat, by the way. I absolutely love this.
I do have a badge, Jeff.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to make you a honorary fire chief for the city of Syracuse here.
Yes, one of my goals in life. And you also did bring your friend along. I want to know a little bit about this guy and what he's doing here with us.
Yeah, well, this is Resusci Annie. It's kind of androgynous. You can't really tell. There's no any parts other than the torso here. But I did bring that. I thought maybe we'd do a little CPR training. But your card your card is certified and current, so we don't have to do any CPR.
Well, thank you for joining us from McLees, the Syracuse Fire Chief.
Thank you.
I'm ready to go with my fire safety, and we'll be right back with more Hold the Pulp. That's our show for tonight. Thanks again to all our contestants on Orange You in Love. Congratulations again to Tom and Ann Joy for winning the Hungry Man Dinners. And thank you again to Chief McLees for joining us and teaching us everything you need to know about fire safety. For my co-host, Kevin Cardoni, and for my DJ, Pete, we'll catch you next time on Hold the Pulp.